A budget laptop in 2026 is always a bit of a gamble. On paper, this Core i5 15.6-inch Windows 11 Pro laptop tries to check almost every box you'd expect for a modern, everyday machine. You get 16GB of RAM, 512GB SSD storage, a full HD IPS display, a backlit keyboard, Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 4.2, USB connectivity, UHD integrated graphics, and even Office 365 included along with a 2-year warranty. At first glance, it looks like one of those too good to be true deals that floods the budget laptop market. But the real question is how it actually performs in real-world use in 2026, where expectations are higher than ever even for affordable devices. The design is simple and functional. Nothing flashy, nothing overly premium. It's built to be practical rather than impressive, which honestly fits the category. It's light enough for daily carry, whether you're moving between classes, office spaces, or working from home setups. The display is a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS panel. And in this price range, that already puts it in a decent position. Text appears sharp, colors are acceptable, and viewing angles are solid enough for everyday use. It's not a creator-grade panel by any means, but for browsing, streaming, and productivity, it does the job without feeling like a compromise every second. Performance is where things become more interesting. The Core i5 processor here isn't designed to compete with high-end chips, and it doesn't try to. It's built for standard productivity tasks. Paired with 16GB of RAM and an SSD, the overall system feels responsive in day-to-day usage. Boot times are fast. Apps open without noticeable delay. Multitasking between browser tabs, documents, and video calls feels smooth enough for most users. For typical workloads, it performs like a reliable, everyday machine rather than a powerful workstation. However, once you push it into heavier workloads like advanced editing, rendering, or gaming, the limitations become clear. This is not the category this laptop belongs to, and it quickly shows when demands increase beyond basic productivity. What's interesting is how much the baseline for budget performance has improved. A few years ago, similar machines struggled with even light multitasking. Now, this level of hardware can comfortably handle everyday chaos like multiple tabs, video meetings, and office software without falling apart immediately. The keyboard is backlit, which is a useful addition for low-light environments. Typing feels comfortable for long sessions, making it suitable for writing, studying, or office work. The trackpad is functional and responsive enough, though most users doing serious productivity will likely still prefer an external mouse. Battery life stays within realistic expectations. It can handle a few hours of continuous use, enough for classes, meetings, or casual work sessions, but not something you'll forget to charge before leaving home. It's a standard trade-off in this segment. Windows 11 Pro gives it a slightly more professional identity, positioning it more toward productivity and business use rather than entertainment or gaming. Combined with Office 365, the laptop clearly leans into work-focused usage scenarios. So the real question is not about raw power. It's about whether this kind of laptop is enough in 2026. And for a large group of users, the answer is yes. Students, office users, and everyday consumers who mainly rely on browsing, documents, spreadsheets, video calls, and media consumption will find this machine more than capable of handling their needs. But for users expecting gaming performance, creative workloads, or heavy multitasking under pressure, this is not the right category. It's designed for efficiency, not intensity. In the end, this laptop doesn't try to reinvent anything. It doesn't aim to compete with premium devices or performance-focused machines. Instead, it focuses on being a simple, functional, and accessible everyday laptop. And in a market full of exaggerated claims, that straightforward approach might actually be its biggest advantage.